I really don't know what's gonna happen. Hashtag not all men. Peeta Malark would never do this to me. Suzanne Collins is here to save my 2020, okay? You did it! You broke down what it means to be a white man to its bare essentials. I don't know what to think right now. I don't know. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I don't need to tell you what this vlog is because you can see it in the title. I am reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. Originally, I wanted to do a reread of the entire Hunger Games trilogy before I read this book. However, I kept procrastinating doing that, and I was going to read The Hunger Games this month. But once this book came out this week, I am filming this on May 20th, so it just came out yesterday, and I received the book in the mail because I pre-ordered it. I wanted to read it right away. I have seen people online who have started this book or even already finished it already, people who read it in one day, and I just realized that I couldn't wait. I had to read this right now, and you know, technically, this comes first chronologically, so who's to say I can't reread the Hunger Games trilogy after I read this? I just had to get to this right now, and I wanted to film a vlog so you guys can see my unfiltered thoughts. This is what the book looks like without the dust jacket. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. It also came with this sticker. And they sent me some ads, which I didn't know Barnes & Noble did that. Like, HelloFresh, I feel like an Instagram influencer. Not gonna actually use that. And a wine voucher. Which, I mean, hey, I am 21 and I like wine, so well, maybe I'll use that. In this vlog, I am going to be talking about things that are happening in the book as I read it. However, I'm going to try to have spoilery parts and non-spoilery parts. Obviously, I'm not going to give a detailed summary of everything that happens in the book in this vlog, but I will be talking about things that happen. However, if I start going into specifics, I will definitely give a spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't read this yet, though, I mean, I'm sure most of you who are watching this vlog, you've probably read the book too, because I feel like when I watch a reading vlog for a book, unless I had read it, because I know there would be spoilers. But anyway, just in case there's anyone out there who hasn't read this yet, I will give warnings before I'm going to talk about plot specifics, but this is not going to be entirely spoiler-free. It says on the back, ambition will fuel him, competition will drive him, but power has its price. I am so excited to read this. Honestly, the anticipation is so high, and I know there was a lot of discourse online when it was revealed this is going to be a President Snow prequel. However, I do not think that Suzanne Collins is writing the book that some people think that she's writing. Obviously, President Snow is the main character. However, I do not think she's going to try to redeem him in this book or justify his actions in any way. I think Suzanne Collins is very intelligent and she has such smart social commentary, so I am fully expecting the same thing from this one. Obviously, Snow is the main character, so we're going to have access to his thoughts, and we probably will have certain times in which we're supposed to sympathize with him, but I don't think he's supposed to be a likable main character, and I don't think that Suzanne Collins is going to make one of the biggest villains of the Hunger Games into a likable guy. So I'm not really worried about that, and I have very high expectations. Now, let's get to reading! I'm so excited! So I've only gotten about 70 pages into the book so far, but I have to say, all those people who are worried about Snow being redeemed in this book, I really don't think that should be a concern, because from the very beginning it is abundantly clear that he is so concerned with his image, his family name, resurrecting their legacy. He calls people from the district scum. He thinks that he's superior to people who are new money compared to his family, which is an older family, even though they have lost their money in this book. And it's just very clear that the author is not trying to make him into a good guy here. He is very selfish in his motivations, but he's also very intelligent and very calculated. Basically, the premise of this book is Snow is 18 and he's attending this prestigious, wow, I can't say that word, prestigious, I need to enunciate, school in the capital called the Academy, and if he wants to be able to afford to go to university, he needs to win a scholarship, and the way that he is going to win this scholarship is by being one of the first ever mentors to a district tribute, and Snow is assigned to be the mentor to the female tribute from District 12, Lucy Gray, who is so unlike Katniss Everdeen from the original series. Lucy Gray has such a personality. She's immediately captivating to Capital citizens. I'm not sure exactly what to make at her at this point, but basically Snow is initially really upset about having to mentor her, but now he's decided that he's going to use her to advance himself and for his own ends. So far, I really liked it, and just as I suspected, everybody's worries seem to have been unfounded, and I'm gonna keep reading, and I'll talk to you guys later. The only thing about this book that sort of bothered me so far is a really minor detail, but Snow mentions that his mother died due to childbirth complications. I think it seems like she had a placental abruption or some kind of similar pregnancy-related hemorrhage while in labor, and I just hate it when books kill off female characters in childbirth because it's just so cliche and I'm just tired of it. Kill her off literally any other way. Give her some kind of disease, an illness, she dies in a bombing during the war, anything but childbirth. It's just so cliche and I'm sick of it. Also forgot to mention there's a character in this book named Remus and it's making me think about Harry Potter. Okay, hi, me again, wearing the same outfit, lying on my bed because I haven't gotten up, I'm still reading. I keep thinking I'm gonna stop, but then I just want to keep going. I'm on page 105, and something happened, which I thought was pretty, surprising. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, like, the moment before it happened, but I definitely wasn't expecting it in general, and I saw a review of this book on the internet where the reviewer said they thought the book was kind of boring because since we're not getting this perspective of somebody in the games, there's not that same suspense or tension, but so far I'm really engrossed in this and I'm really liking it. I think like the way that people in the Capitol are really speaks to the empathy problem that I think we as Americans have right now. I think Americans in general have a really hard time empathizing with other people, and there's this sort of emotional distance that they create, which is really troubling in my opinion. And I think really, even though Snow is starting to build this friendship or relationship of some kind with Lucy Gray, I think there's still this sense that he's using her and that any sympathy that he has for her, he still is using her for his own ends, for his own advancement. I mean, there's the line here on this page where it says, in regards to Snow, being a hero at home had its limitations, he needed a larger audience. This horrible event has just happened and he sees it as an opportunity to make himself look better. And so I just totally think Suzanne Collins came through like I thought she would. All of you who were worried saying she's gonna make us sympathize with Snow, I didn't believe it for a second. I trust Suzanne, okay? Suzanne Collins is here to save my 2020, okay? I have faith in her. I'm gonna have to stop reading soon because it's getting later in the afternoon. It's almost dinner time, but so far I'm really into this. I really like it. I'm so glad I started reading it. gotten to part 2 of the book, and I'm just going to go into some random thoughts and theories I had reading this last chapter, so there will be some plot spoilers for the book and what I'm about to say in this clip. If you are out there watching this and you haven't read up to this part in the book yet, then don't watch this little segment right here. I mean, this bomb that they claim was planted by rebels, clearly that's not the case, and I bet somebody in the Capitol planted that for some reason. Maybe Dr. Gall? I don't know. I just think clearly one of them had something to do with it. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind about that. And then there's this thing with Clemencia, where she got bitten by Dr. Gall's snake mutts, and now she has snake scales growing on her body, and I don't know what's up with that, but I was going to reread the Hunger Games trilogy before I read this, and I didn't because I wanted to read this so badly. So I don't remember if it's specified in the books that Tigress looks like a tiger because she got elective surgery, or was she turned into this tiger-looking human because of something like this? I'm wondering that. I mean, maybe that totally doesn't make any sense, because had I reread Mockingjay before this, it would have said outright that she got weird elective surgery because of some Capitol fad. But I don't know. I feel like that ties into her somehow, because, like, maybe there's some bigger reason why they made Tigress President Snow's cousin. They could have made it some character that we never met before. I don't know, but those are my crazy theories right now. That's it for tonight. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye! Hello, welcome back. Today is Thursday, and last night after I stopped filming, I kept reading up to page 237. So according to Goodreads, I am about 45% of the way through this book already. I read over 200 pages yesterday. Can't remember the last time I did that, but when I was in bed last night, I kept saying, this will be the last chapter, and then something would happen, and I'd be like, shit, I gotta read one more chapter. And man, I'm really enjoying this overall so far, and I really have to commend my girl, Suzanne. I think she is doing a terrific job capturing this kind of mindset. I think, for example, the language that Snow uses towards Lucy Gray, my girl, treating her sort of like a possession, just really captures some of the problematic language that men use towards women in our society. There's a quote where he thinks, if this wasn't ownership, then what was? And man, that hit me so hard. There's also this quote on page 184 that just made me have to put down the book for a second, talking about one of Snow's fellow students. The Heavens bees were ultra-rich, the way the Snows had been before the war, but no matter his advantages, Hilarious always seemed to feel oppressed. You did it! You broke down what it means to be a white man to its bare essentials! Sorry if you're a straight white man watching this. Hashtag not all men. Peeta Malark would never do this to me. My girl Suzanne, I just want her to keep writing books forever. I'll read them. She has my heart. Thank you, that's all. So it is about 4 p.m. on Friday, May 22nd, and I have gotten to page 391 in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And the story kind of veered off into a different direction than I was expecting, and I don't know what is going to happen in the rest of the book, because Snow has gotten into a place where he thinks things are going to work out for him, and clearly it's not going to be like a happy ending for him for the next 100 pages. So I'm just kind of wondering, what direction is the story going to go in now? Because the actual Hunger Games portion of this book ended quicker than I expected, and it just really went off in a direction that I wasn't expecting, and I'm wondering how Suzanne Collins is going to keep this story going for another 100 and something pages. But I think that's about all I have in me today. I mean, I was on page 237, now I'm almost at page 400, so I think I'm probably going to put this down for the day, or at least until before I go to bed tonight, and that is it for now. Hello again, everyone. It is about 1 p.m. on Sunday, the 24th, and I'm going to try to finish The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes today. I have no idea where this is going. I've heard lots of people who liked the book. I've heard people who didn't like the book. I've heard people who said they liked it until the ending. So we'll see what I think. I really don't know what's gonna happen.
Hi, Buttercup. Hello. Are you having fun in the pool cage? Are you having fun outside?
Okay, I read up to the epilogue, and that was a lot. So I'll read the epilogue. I'm going back to my room, and then we'll wrap this up. I don't know what to think right now. I don't know. Hold on, maybe I should get my tripod to talk about this. Gosh, my hair looks so long. I need a haircut, but I'm letting all the Karens go first. So I finished The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I literally just finished it 2 minutes ago, so I don't know if I want to commit to giving it a rating now. I think this was possibly 5 stars for me. However, the ending left a little bit to be desired for me, so maybe it'll be more like 4 or 4.5, because while I really enjoyed it overall, I felt like the ending really was a lot of stuff all at once, and I think I'm still mentally a little overwhelmed because I wish that the ending had been elongated and some of the boring parts in the latter half of the book maybe could have been condensed so that those parts that were hard to get through would have been shorter, and then the ending, where a lot of stuff is happening all at once, could have had more time to develop, because right now, like, there was just so much thrown in there at the end. I don't think my head is fully wrapped around it right now. Overall, though, I did generally really enjoy this. If you are a fan of the Hunger Games, I definitely think you should give this book a try. Honestly, it is really sad to me to see all these people write this book off or rate it 1 star on Goodreads having not read it because they thought it was going to be something that it wasn't. I still think that Suzanne Collins has a lot of talent, and I just don't think it's fair to judge a book when you haven't read it, especially when a lot of people thought that this book was going to be something that it wasn't in the end. So I definitely think people should at least give this a try. I have seen very mixed reviews about this book since I started reading it. I've seen people who absolutely loved it, I've seen people who are somewhere in the middle, and I've seen people who didn't really like it at all and didn't think it was necessary. So if any of you out there have read this book, please let me know in the comments what you thought about it, because I would really like to get some other opinions. But that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every single Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching, and may the odds be ever in your favor. Bye, and I'll see you in the next one.